ready for this second meditation, I'll invite you to take your comfortable posture again and either close your eyes or take a soft downward gaze and just take a couple deep breaths, settling into the body, knowing that you are sitting, knowing that you are breathing. Trying to gather all your attention and rest it on the breath. These first couple breaths, you might want to say, I know that I am breathing in, and I know that I am breathing out. As you find a comfortable rhythm, you can begin to investigate your breathing pattern a little bit more, noticing the temperature of the air, the length of your inhales and exhales. Not trying to change anything just yet, just noticing what's going on, whether your breathing is naturally shallow or deep, whether it's making any sounds. Just allowing yourself to be open and curious to whatever arises. And then, if you feel comfortable experimenting with some ocean breathing, you can close your mouth and just try to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. Trying as best you can to take deep, slow breaths with about equal inhales and exhales. Just allowing that attention to rest on the quality of each breath. Not getting too caught up in whether an experience is right or wrong or thinking about the next breath. Really just focusing on each breath and then letting it go as the next one comes automatically without you having to do anything or try to control it. It just comes and goes like the waves in an ocean. And you're just observing. And now, if you feel comfortable, you can focus a little more on the sounds of your breath. The differences between the sound of your exhale and the sound of your inhale. Noticing what it sounds like when air comes into your body and when it leaves. And with your mouth still closed, you can carefully try to constrict the throat just a little bit, not allowing it to be too tight, but just enough so that you can hear the breath, kind of like a hissing sound in your throat. And if you really focus on the sound, it should sound a bit like an ocean, like waves going in and out. And just keeping ever so slight constriction in the throat as you inhale slowly and exhale for about the same length of time. Just being really mindful of what you need and whether this is comfortable for you. And definitely stopping if you feel lightheaded or returning to the normal breath. But just noticing what differences may arise if you keep the throat open versus a little bit more constricted. And the differences in sounds it makes. And you may want to attach an image of the ocean to your breathing. Maybe the inhale is one rise of a wave, and on the exhale, the wave falls. Maybe the waves are moving more quickly or more slowly. It doesn't really matter as long as you're comfortable. Making sure you're getting enough air. Just continuing to observe and be curious. And returning to normal breathing whenever you need it. Remembering that this gets easier with practice. If you do start to feel comfortable and find a rhythm with this, though, it may be helpful to count the waves. So each breath might be one inhale, exhale, two, inhale, exhale, three, inhale, exhale. And then you can start over from one again and just continue counting one, two, three, just as a way to remind yourself to keep your attention on the breath as best as you can, and also to allow yourself to really focus in on each breath in each moment, reminding yourself that all you need to be doing is sitting here breathing, and that the most important breath is the one happening right now in this moment. And again and again and again. So counting to three might help remind you of this. And just if you lose count, using that as a reminder to bring yourself back. You may get pulled away by thoughts or feelings or sounds, but just bringing yourself back to the counting or the sound of your breath. or maybe the picture of the ocean waves rising and falling. And just as you feel comfortable, you can return your breathing to normal. Whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes and reorient yourself to your surroundings.